Hi, everyone, and welcome to Taking Up Space with Jordan. I'm your host, Jordan, and starting in the month of August, I am going to be bringing a bonus episode every Wednesday. These will be shorter, softer, and aligned with whatever topic that we've been diving into the previous week, and you'll be able to walk away with some more practical tips. Last week, we actually talked about shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundant one. So this week, I'm going to actually give you guys the Abundance Era Starter Pack. Basically, if you're stepping into your soft hustle, dream chasing, big life energy, what does that actually look like in the day to day? So if you're ready to expand with your time, your money, your joy, your relationships, and you're just not sure what to do outside of a Pinterest board, let's break it down. Start your toolkit off. You need the foundation. Abundance is not about pretending that everything is perfect. It's actually about believing that you are supported, you are resourced, and that you're capable, even when things aren't ideal. Affirmations are something that I like to fall back on, not because they are gimmicky or just words, but because I genuinely believe them and I want to pass them on to you. The first one is I don't have to earn rest, love, or ease. I love this affirmation because it acts as a reminder that I do not have to earn the bare minimum of rest, love, or ease. The second one is the universe is not on a budget, and I don't have to shrink just because someone else believes that there's not enough to go around. That right there is the foundation of an abundance mindset, because abundance starts with self-trust, the belief that you don't have to dim yourself or make yourself smaller to make others more comfortable. When you operate from an abundance mindset, you actually stop seeing life as a competition. You stop shrinking to fit inside someone else's little box of fear. And instead, you move through the world with more ease. You trust your path, your timing, and your capacity to receive things. It's not about controlling every single outcome, though. It's about knowing there's space for you to expand. The next part of our toolkit is actually the habits and behaviors that we carry with us. Abundance isn't just a mindset, it's a way of moving through the world. So I want you to take a second and I want you to reflect. Are your current habits, how you are operating and behaving right now, are they rooted in the belief that there's never enough time, money, or energy or love? Or are they grounded in trust, in expansion, in the quiet confidence that there will always be enough? When I was living in a scarcity mindset, my habits displayed it on full blast. I would say yes to every single thing out of fear that the opportunity wouldn't come again. I saved the good outfits and candles or whatever for a special day that never came. And I avoided checking my bank account, hoping if I just didn't look, the lack that there was wouldn't feel so loud. But in my abundance era, it's different. I honor my time and I trust that resting doesn't mean that I'm falling behind. I celebrate myself for the small wins, even when no one else is clapping. And I let joy be a priority, not something I have to earn. I also have apps now that help me with my money management, that help make things feel less lacking and make me feel more comfortable and more secure. But the biggest shift isn't what you do, it's how you do it. Abundance doesn't mean reckless spending or pretending that everything's perfect. No, not at all. You're not playing pretend in any way. It's about showing up like you believe more is coming. It's about living like you're supported by your future self, your growth, and yes, even the massive universe. So how do you start practicing abundance in your habits? Because if you're trying to align your habits with abundance, you can start somewhere. First, build in celebration. Don't just wait for birthdays or big milestones. Celebrate finishing your to-do list, making a scary decision, or even better, keeping a boundary. Let joy be a regular part of your day, not just something you're hoping for at the end of the week. Start a yes for me list. Say yes to things that fill your cup, even if they don't feel productive. Go for the walk, buy the flowers, take the long bath. That's abundance in action. And it's in a small micro way that sometimes doesn't feel like even that you're spending money. The third one is stop saving the good stuff. Use the fancy glassware. Wear the outfit that makes you feel radiant and light the candle. Now, it tells your brain, I deserve simple pleasures today. Next, make time a friend, not your enemy. Instead of saying, I don't have time, try saying, how can I create space for what matters? Abundance starts when you stop measuring your worth by how busy and productive you are. So if you've been waiting to enjoy the good stuff, stop. Wear the fun outfit to run errands. Light the fancy candle just because it's Tuesday. You don't need a special occasion to celebrate your life when you are the occasion. Let's dive into more of the practical side of the tools that have helped me apply an abundance mindset to my everyday life and stay grounded in it, especially when things start to get a little chaotic or uncertain. The first one is my journal. This is probably my most honest space that I have with myself. It's just me, my pen, and the truth. When scarcity thoughts start to creep in, what I like to do is actually journal it out. I challenge the limiting beliefs, I reframe what's coming up, and I remind myself that I'm not stuck, I'm just evolving. It's where I shift from spiraling to clarity. Another tool I use is my more list. This lives in my notes app on my phone. It's a running list of everything I want more of: more peace, more laughter, more for slow mornings with my dogs, more time to podcast and create, and the list goes on and on. It reminds me that I'm allowed to want more, that there's more out there just waiting for me. I just have to be open to receiving it. Another thing that I have been doing actually recently this month is I've started a celebration jar. Every time something good happens, I write it down, big or small, because it trains my brain to notice when abundance is occurring in my life. And when I say small wins, I count your Chipotle order was exactly right. I count the dryer dried my sheets evenly the first time. I count my dog did their business right away on the walk. That is beautiful. Free coffee, even better. Noticing that magic in the mundane builds the muscle of gratitude and abundance. So a few other tools that I highly would recommend, just to go really quick, is evidence logs, similar to the celebration list, but with a different flavor. This is where you log proof that the universe is actually supporting you, like free parking, a compliment you really needed, an email that came at the perfect time. These are kind of your receipts that you need. Curated Spotify playlist. Music is such a vibe shifter. If you're in your sad girl era and need to shake it off, make an abundance era playlist. Yes, please note this, the Swiftie reference that I just made. I want you to think about songs that make you move, smile, or feel unstoppable. Movement lowers cortisol, lifts your energy, and gets you back into your body. And sometimes that's all you need as a little reset during the day. Third little tool, set money dates, especially ones that are not scary. Abundance means facing your money, not hiding from it. I do weekly money check-ins where I look at my finances, I make small tweaks, and I remind myself that I'm building something here. Using a budgeting app or a tool that actually works for your brain is so important. For me, it's Notion. It's where I track my bills, my podcast, my goals. It's like my personal little command center, and I love it. So if you want a tutorial on that, you can either look up some on YouTube or we can talk about it some other time. Anyways, these tools aren't about perfection. They're actually about support. They help me return to trust when my brain wants to do that spiral thing. And they remind me that there's more available. There's more joy, time, money, love. It's all around me. So I want you to pick one or two that speak to you and start there. You do not need to overhaul your whole entire life. Abundance isn't a giant leap. It's a series of small, repeated choices that say, I believe more is coming. So if you are stepping into your abundance era, know this: it's not about pretending that everything is perfect. Not at all. It's about believing that you deserve more than constant lack, guilt, or hustle. Let this be a reminder that abundance actually is soft. It's spacious. It can be playful and fun, and that you're worthy of all of it right now, not just when you've earned it. If you try out any of these mindset shifts or tools or anything like that this week, send me a message or tag me. I'd love to see your version of the Abundance Starter Pack. I'll see you Friday for the main episode, which is all about the lessons that I needed to learn. In the meantime, dream big and take up space.